On behalf of all assembled here today, I should now like to invite our newest alumna, Dr. Stephanie Atkinson, to address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Cowan, President Chakma, Dr. Rogers, Dr. Gibson, faculty, the graduating class, your families, and friends. To be acknowledged with an honorary degree of science by my alma mater of Western University is indeed a thrilling career highlight for which I am extremely grateful. Never did I imagine walking across this stage a second time so many years after my first undergraduate degree and graduation. The outstanding educational foundation that I received in the nutrition program at Brescia College, as it was known in those days, was unquestionably the factor that fostered my aspirations to pursue a career in nutrition science. Academically, I benefited from small group learning. There were only 6 in my subspecialty group of the nutrition program. I was stimulated by the professors that we had at Brescia College and in the College of Science, who extended their support beyond the classroom, providing opportunities for interactive learning, for professional development, and introduction to clinical practice in the community. Western also offered extracurricular activities and experiences that nurtured my independence and instilled an appreciation of the value of community through activities such as performing as a dancer in Purple Patch's musical productions, working on Purple Spur for the Frosh Week, actually playing intramural women's hockey for the first time in my life, and living in the Gamma Phi Beta sorority. I was also a dedicated Mustangs football fan, and to this day I can sing every word of Western, Western, Western U, College Fair and Square, and love to go through a few verses when I get together with Western friends. My special memories of Western undoubtedly also relate to the lifelong friendships that were created, including that of my husband, who is also a graduate of Western from the law school, with whom a chance meeting on the tennis courts at Talbot College led to a fabulous life together. So if you're looking for love, I recommend the Talbot tennis courts. I think they're still there. Today, it's an exceptional pleasure that not only my husband, but some of those original Western friends from more years ago than I want to admit are here to celebrate this tremendous honor with me. Now I would like to address a few remarks to the graduates. Congratulations to all of you for graduating from the School of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, Faculty of Science, and the Schulich School of Medicine and Dentistry. It's truly a privilege for me to share the stage with a group of budding young scientists. You are our future. As a professor and mentor to hundreds of undergraduate and graduate science and medical students over my career, I'm well aware of both the opportunities and the challenges that lie ahead as you navigate the next steps of your careers in science. On the opportunities front, job prospects reach far beyond academia to biotech companies working in public health, the pharmaceutical and food industries or food commodity groups, and many, many branches of government, both provincial and federal. If you choose to be a research scientist, then be encouraged by recent increases in Tri-Council research funding and the call this very week by the Minister of Science for a thorough review of the granting system for all federal funding agencies, with a special focus on the needs to support young researchers. Unique funding opportunities are also emerging for international research partnerships and for public-private partnerships to encourage technology transfer, the latter vital to respond to the increasing demand for research to yield commercial value. On the challenges side, you will need to acquire a cadre of skills beyond that learned in the classroom or the research lab. Entrepreneurship, how to negotiate contracts, knowing the value of transdisciplinary and multi-sectoral partnerships, and excellence in media communication are but a few examples. If you pursue research in the health sciences, it's essential that you understand the importance of the strategy on patient-oriented research, or SPORE as we call it, where we are working with provincial healthcare groups. And there's a lot of money invested in this already, and you need to know how to access it. You must also recognize the value of patient or citizen engagement in the design and dissemination of research, and to cultivate integrated knowledge translation programs. So my advice to you is seize on the opportunities as early as possible and address the challenges also early on. Drawing upon my research experience, let me offer a few personal insights and directions to consider as you set off in the next trajectory of your career. These focus on 4 important elements: career planning, mentorship, networking, and leadership. Career planning is absolutely essential. Don't leave it to serendipity. Develop a plan to set the stage for a sustainable career path. Work to achieve autonomy, creativity, self-determination, competence, and capability. Yet be prepared to take risks when opportunities present. If you continue in research, find your focus and develop a research brand identity. You must also develop resilience to survive. It's a highly competitive arena for grant funding, publication, and job security. It is vital to utilize the constructive feedback that one receives on grants and submitted but rejected papers, because it comes from experts in your field and will help you to hone your skills toward achieving excellence. And now to mentorship. You may feel that you can dispense with mentors after completing your formal research training. This is not a good idea. From my involvement with the Canadian Child Health Clinician Scientist Research Training Program over the last 14 years, I gained an appreciation for the value of continued mentorship throughout one's training and well into one's career. The late Dr. David Sackett, the father of evidence-based medicine at McMaster University for many years and a truly great mentor himself, defined mentorship as, quote, a process whereby an experienced, highly regarded, empathetic person, the mentor, guides another, usually more junior, individual in the development and re-examination of their own ideas, learning, and personal and professional development, end quote. When you take your first job, or even in your postdoc, identify a mentor. I actually suggest 2 mentors. One who can advise as a content expert to your specific area of work, and one who can advise as an overall career mentor. And they have very different characteristics. Further, remember when you become a supervisor that your trainees need nurturing and will be served well by your intuition and will value your advice in sharing your successes and failures and by taking a personal interest in their career development. The next key element is networking and collaboration. For those launching a research career, I encourage you to first develop your research focus and expertise, and then explore options for collaboration nationally and internationally. In Canada, many research networks exist, especially in the health sciences, and these serve to foster research efforts across the country. Amazing opportunities also exist for international research collaborations, which are bolstered by the electronic age and major advances in technology. As a junior researcher, being part of a network or research team provides opportunities to become nationally or internationally recognized, learn the ins and outs of team research, and ultimately open doors to future research prospects. And finally, on leadership. Russia has a fantastic message in their credo, quote, choose to lead, end quote. When you first launch your career, leadership may not be an immediate goal, but when the time is right, you should not shy away from opportunities to lead, whether it be of a research team or as a volunteer in university, regional, or national organizations. But you must learn to be strategic, when to say yes and when to say no. Be prepared to take a risk that accepting a leadership position might well yield an exceptional chance for career advancement. In my experience, the time and effort invested in leadership positions was tremendously rewarded in many ways. As you heard, I have taken on some volunteer positions, both here in Canada with the Canadian Institute of Health Research and in the US with the Institute of Medicine and NIH. And through those, not only did I advance my scientific knowledge and how to translate research into international policy, but these activities opened doors to other scientific endeavors. Such leadership positions also provided personal rewards, such as the satisfaction of strengthening our nutrition community in Canada and, in fact, in North America, and also making valued friendships with colleagues around the world. Reflecting back, Western was a superb launching pad for my career, and I am certain it will be for all of you too. Western's campaign to, quote, be extraordinary is a tremendous goal to aspire to as a future leader in your field. As a special note to the women graduates, and I see quite a few of you in the audience today, there has never been a better time to be recognized for your excellence. Thankfully, the glass ceiling is dissolving, and women are being acknowledged for their excellence in leadership, in research, academia, business, and government. So ladies, do not hesitate to set your sights on being an extraordinary Western grad. It is indeed an enormous honor to share this Convocation Day with all of those graduating, and I wish you immense success in your future careers. Congratulations again, and enjoy celebrating your academic achievements at Western with your family and friends today. In closing, may I convey my most sincere gratitude to President Chakma for bestowing this tremendous honor upon me. Thank you also, President Chakma and colleagues of Brescia University College, for your generous hospitality in today's celebrations. I truly look forward to the day's festivities. Thank you very much.